This is the group coaching website, and it's the core basis of this whole program. It provides your offices, each different office will have its own membership website that gets rebranded. The system will know that it's your agents or their agents, and the rebranding happens over on the right. It has a timeline of all of the past history. So we just started it in January, February, and then as the months progress and years progress, they're going to have a timeline of every session ever done. And say they want to pick a session. So I'll do this one, for example. This is a session that we did on using YouTube for real estate. So the agents will be able to watch the webinar. They have downloads, so if I click this button, it'll open up as a download. And then they can obviously download this and print it. I'll hit download actually. And it's a Word document that takes the people through step by step. Save file. So this is a Word document on that topic. So that topic was all about YouTube. So what we did is we made a YouTube video showing the people how to use YouTube. So we showed them step by step. You click here, you sign in, you do this. So each click has a description of what they should be doing, so that the people can watch the video and they can have this kind of checklist going along that shows them every step of the way for that particular topic. So that's if they're watching the YouTube video. They also have, when we do sessions, we provide the agents with marketing materials. So as an example, not all real estate agents have a YouTube channel, and because of that, they don't have YouTube art. So the art that goes behind the YouTube channel, they don't have a video that they can even upload. So when the agents are watching this tutorial, if they click this link, it will open up and it gives them all of the materials that they need. So in this session, they have the Word document that they can download. They have animated buyer video that they can upload to their YouTube channel. They have the cover art that they can use for their YouTube channel as well. And they have some buttons that they could use that go over the video so people can subscribe. So not only do we share with the agents how they should be using the different tools, but we also give them the materials, because they're not graphic designers. So we give them the tools so that they can at least get started. Now, while they're on that page, I'll hit the back button. While they're on that page, so if they can't make the live day and time and they're watching the recording, we don't want people to get left behind. So you'll notice at the bottom right is this little chat button, and it allows the people to ask a question or start a conversation, and that creates a support ticket so that we can take all of those support tickets, and on the next call we answer all of them and we record it. That way no agent gets left behind. The other benefit to this is, so we did the YouTube session a couple weeks ago. Now what about all the people who join your company in the summer or next month or next year? Well, they're going to want to go back in time and watch these videos, and this allows them to no man get left behind, basically. So they can still watch at the day and time that fits with them. Let me close that. And it also has all of, on the right, people can search. So they can type in this search bar, and they could type in landing pages or seller leads or buyer leads or top producer or something specific. Or they can search based on tags, if they want buyer leads, if they want to work their database, if they need to know about landing pages. As we push content going forward, they're all going to be tagged appropriately. That way the people can just click and find all of the articles that relate to that past topic. Now, we also have monthly materials. So every month, not only do they get a bi-weekly group coaching call, but every month they also get materials that they can download. So if I click on downloads and materials, it's going to pull off a list of the last 2 months, and every month going forward for that matter. So in January, the downloads were updated banners for all of the social media. So every social media platform has a different banner. On Facebook, you have a profile picture, and behind your profile picture is the Facebook banner. Well, that is a specific size. So what we did is we made these images that are the right size for each of the platforms. There's a Facebook one, LinkedIn, Twitter, there's an Instagram post, there's YouTube, and it simply says, ask me about real estate, and it's got a for sale sign. So every month we're creating materials that the agents can use because they're not graphic designers. The last month we made animated videos. So the agents, if they need animated videos, if they click on this, they can scroll down, let it load, and there's a sample of the video, so I'll hit play on this one, I guess.
House values are changing every week. To get a glimpse at what you could sell for, simply type in your address. It's fast and free. You'll see recent solds plus active listings that you would be competing with. This is a free service and you are not obligated to anything.
So that's an example of a video that a real estate agent would want on their house value page. Most agents have a house value page, and we all know the minute you add video to a landing page, you increase conversion. So if they like that, they can just hit the download and then upload it directly to their own YouTube channel. So every month, the agents are getting fresh marketing material that they can choose to leverage if they want or not. Now, we also have bi-weekly calls. So up at the top here is a live button. So if I click on live, it will show that we have a live session. So this is the live session. It's actually going to be on video marketing, not specific to YouTube, but more of what tools do we use and what content do we create and why would you want to use video as a real estate agent. And it's starting in 7 days, 2 hours, and 46 minutes. And at that time, the agents can click to immediately join, and they'll be able to ask questions live. With the live sessions, we hold 2 sessions a month, so it's a bi-weekly call. And when the session is done, for example, if I go to the home page, they'll be able to watch the recording once it gets uploaded. So this is going to be the blog page for that, and it has recording coming soon. Videos are posted 24 to 48 hours after the live session. So this is a way that agents can learn on a 24/7 basis, 365 days a year. They can do it from home, they can do it from the office, they can do it as a group in the office. Your office managers could do it as group sessions if you guys liked that idea. And then also your offices get a landing page. So if I click on this link, every office will get its own branded landing page, and this content here with the next session automatically gets updated. And the cool thing about that is that means that the URL is never dead, because if you do a GoToMeeting webinar, you'll have the registration link. Well, that registration link is only good for that webinar, and it only has a short shelf life, a couple weeks if that. So with this, your offices will always have the same link, one dedicated to each one of them, and the content on the page will automatically get updated without them having to do a thing based on the day and time of when I'm doing the next session. I'll just hit a button and it instantly adds the countdown timer, the visual, an image, a description, and the day and time so that the people can register. It has a registration button so that the agents can join. It's a little interactive. It talks about 24-hour access, 365 days a year, and they become 100% better. And then monthly training, it has a zero cost. So there's no cost to the agents. It's paid for by the brokerage. So we try and explain that to the agents. And then we're also going to have videos that either an explainer video of me explaining what the group coaching is, or if your office managers want to add their own video of them talking about it, we can add that as well. So that's that. So the process of when a person registers, they'll click on the button, a registration form pops up. When that happens and they register, they will land on this page here, which is going to be a welcome video that explains to them how the group coaching works and how to navigate through the website. So I want to literally record my screen and I want to tell them, okay, you click up here to join the live sessions, and when you're searching for something, you can search here. You can click these tags based on the topic you're interested in, or you can click on the timeline, and that's going to be a history of every session that we've ever done. So there's going to be a welcome video with my contact information in case they have issues. As soon as they register, a password is sent to them. So my system will automatically create their username and password, and then your management will get notified that that agent now has access, and it provides your management with a follow-up script. So they could pick up the phone and say, hey, I noticed you got access to the online training. What pieces of the business are you looking at developing? Like, where are you looking to grow? And they can just have a real conversation with a real person. Plus, it triggers a follow-up email that goes out 2 months later. And every 2 weeks, because we have a new live session, your management will have the content that they can actually pick up the phone and reconnect with people. So, because every 2 weeks we are updating and doing a new live session, your management will get an email. So as soon as their page is updated, they'll get an email and it will say, attention manager, we have a new session that just got posted on your registration page, and in the email will be a direct link to their specific landing page. And then we give them a Facebook ad. So here I say, I suggest you email or share this on social media and invite agents you're recruiting and building relationships with some ideas like this. And I give them the image that they can use. I also give them a description that they can copy and paste. So they can just copy that and paste it right into Facebook, or they can copy and paste into their email and blast it out. Then I give them a script. So I say, I suggest you also call 5 to 10 people and personally invite them. This is a great reason to pick up the phone and reconnect with somebody. Try this script. And every 2 weeks, they're going to get a new script. So in this one, it says, hey Joey, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty, and I wanted to invite you to something. Do you have a quick moment? I want to pause and let them answer. Okay, great. It's a live training session on the tools and ideas behind using video in real estate. It's next week, and it's part of our ongoing training program. Did you want me to send you access? It's free. You can join live, and if you can't make the live day and time, you can get a copy of the recording anyways. In fact, you'll get instant access to all the past recordings. If so, what's the best email to use? Now, that is a really good icebreaker for your management to be reconnecting with people. Even on a quarterly basis, just calling these people. And every topic, I'm going to remake the script so that it fits what the topic is.
Quick question, Dan.
Yeah.
When you send, if you want to call someone and you're going to invite them to the event and you're asking for an email, is that email drafted in a way that they are consenting to receiving emails from you?
Well, depending on how the manager says it, because they're asking what's the best email, and then you tell them we're going to register you to get access to the online training. So
Okay, because you know the issue right now with spam, right? I mean, a lot of people are complaining, when they get blasted via email. So what they're recommending is offer them something, let's say free, so they can allow you to send emails. But usually there is a registration type of box that you could send them, let's say, or let's say a web page or whatever that is, or maybe even an email that they can send into receiving emails in the future.
Yep, so your managers can send them the registration link and have the agents register themselves. The conversion rate is a lot lower because they just don't take the time to do it. But
Sure.
as long as you ask permission on the phone and say, I'm going to register you for you, what's the best email, then they're verbally giving consent. And they can always
Okay.
opt out anyways.
Got it. Okay. Good.
And then in the bottom of that script, I'm going to include common Q&As. Like some people would be like, oh, well, what's the program about? And then your manager could say, oh, it's a new group coaching program with a focus on marketing and technology. You'll get access to live bi-weekly coaching calls, pre-recordings of all the past webinars, plus monthly marketing material you can use. What's the cost? It's 100% free. Our office already invested in making our agents better, and I wanted to give you the same access. Is it in person or is it at the office? That's the question. You can join from anywhere, your home, the office, even the Starbucks down the street. It's all virtual. During the live calls, you can ask questions. If you miss a call, you can watch a recording and it has a Q&A box. That creates a support ticket so you don't get left behind. So I'm going to include future common questions, but those are kind of like the top 3 that I'm getting. And so yeah, that's a Cole's note of what this program looks like. And it's month to month. I believe it covers too many soft spots in the brokerage business for you guys not to try it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Okay. Did you have any questions on it?
No, it's pretty good so far. No, I get it.
That's it. That's what it looks like.
Okay. Let's see. So let's say as a region, okay, I'll sign up as a region and I want all the offices. So what I'm seeing right now is exactly what my offices are going to be seeing.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Good. Now you had stuff for buyers and sellers, but then you also share stuff for recruiting.
What's the question?
Before you were showing me stuff that you can do for buyers and sellers, but then you also show me stuff that I can use for recruiting, correct?
Oh, yeah. You need help with getting buyers and sellers?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, so you also provide that service with agents, so agents can learn how to market to buyers and sellers using video.
Oh, yeah. Not even just video, but like, so as an example, on this one, we did a webinar on relocation ads and landing pages. So that was a step-by-step video showing agents how to create a landing page from scratch and how to do the Google pay-per-click from scratch. And I give them the keywords and everything.
Got it.
Yep, so it's 100%. The content is for real estate agents to get more buyers and more sellers. And it covers everything from digital marketing to lead follow-up, time blocking. I don't really go too deep on the traditional coaching side of the business, like accountability or anything like that, because there's so many other products and services that offer that. This is more of a tutorial on the technology for that day. So next week it's going to be about video. The week after that it could be about a database. Yeah.
Got it. How long have you been doing this here, Dan?
I'm just releasing this now.
Oh, so it's new then.
Totally new. Yep.
Got it. Let's see now. As a region, what can you do to help me put a plan together to sell franchises?
Well, I was just talking to one of your other regional owners, and I was sharing the idea that you guys really need some sort of evergreen webinar that isn't so much focused on you guys as a brand, but more on the opportunity of owning a brokerage. Because if you had a more generalized webinar or video that talks about the benefits and the power and the scalability and the leverage of owning a brokerage, then pepper it with the benefits and reasons to join your company at the end of the video. But at least for the webinar, you get people signed up and it creates a list that you can call and follow up with. And then once you have that video, you can trigger that so that when anybody searches any of the franchises, so Exit franchise, Remax franchise, Keller Williams franchise, opening a Remax, opening a Keller Williams, opening an Exit. So if anybody searches any of those types of keywords, that's clearly a person you would want to position that webinar in front of. And you would just do it based on, are they sitting at a computer in my region, and do they say this list of words? And if they do, show them this webinar where they have to register for it. And when they register for it, my team will get notified and we follow up.
Got it.
That's
Interesting.
That's a pretty, that I would probably start with that. There's lots of options. There's many, like, remember the analogy I said of when I'm fishing, even though I don't fish, I would be the type of guy that has like 20 rods hanging off the boat with the bobber, and I'd be just sitting there reading a book.
Yeah.
So it's just like another net that you cast. But that is a good one because you're only paying when the people actually type the keyword into Google. So your cost is low. And it's very targeted because we know the keywords that they're searching. We can drive them to the specific webinar.
Got it. Interesting.
Yeah, I would start with that.
Okay, very good then. All right, very good. So you're saying that any office, any agent, any office that signs up will get a site that looks just like what you see here,
Yep.
and then here is going to be promoting any webinars that we're going to be hosting. Now, you said something before as far as you create a template, you invite them to a webinar, but the video is the only thing that changes. I think it's this one here, right?
Well, so this is the landing page for the brokerage, and in the middle here it has what the next topic is about, and that gets switched automatically based on whatever. So every 2 weeks I'll be holding a new session, and therefore every 2 weeks this page gets updated, and the manager gets email notification that the page was updated with marketing material that they can use and scripts that they can use. See, recruiting and getting agents in any franchise, it's all about relationship building, and it takes time. And one of the hard things is, what do you call and say over the long haul? Like, managers run out of things to say and reasons to pick up the phone, but with this, it's every 2 weeks. It's like, oh yeah, you were talking about video, we got this new session coming up, you know? The other thing is that the managers can just go back in time. They can go to the timeline. So say they're at a conference and they're sitting at an event, maybe they're in a session and they're talking to another person who's thinking of opening a brokerage, and they just happen to be sitting beside them while they're in a session on databases, for example. Well, then your management could just go back in time and go to, like, they could click on database and email that link to the person and give them access. Say, hey, yeah, I met you at the conference. We were talking about databases. Our company actually has a couple training programs, and we touch on this one here. I just thought you might like it. So how's things going with you? It's like an easy icebreaker.
Yeah, got it. Perfect. Interesting.